Crash Bandicoot 4. It's making a bit of a name for itself for being one of the more divisive entries in the series. Some people praise it as the Bandicoot's true return to form since the original trilogy, whereas other people think it's an overstuffed, bloated, hair-pulling mess of a completionist nightmare. Personally, I'm somewhere in between. One thing I think most people who play this game can agree on though, is that the unlockable skins are great. Everyone loves a nice snazzy outfit to put on their character, and better still, they're all earned through gameplay, no microtransactions. Yet. So I thought it would be a fun idea to take a look at every skin in the game and give them a ranking of sorts. I'm also comparing how each outfit looks on Crash and Coco to see who wore it better. How terrible will my opinions end up being? Keep watching and find out. Since this new look was first revealed, I've gone from liking it to really liking it. I'm sure it caused quite a stir when it was first showed off since, the internet hates new things, but I think this look modernizes Crash perfectly. Everything recognizable is still here, he's just got a few extra bells and whistles. The color palette's on point. I especially like the lighter blue accents on his pants. His face is the most expressive it's ever been. And you can't see them here, but the footprints on the bottom of his shoes are a cute touch. As far as negatives, his fingers are kind of stumpy. They basically look like Cheeto Puffs. And I'm not sure if I like how his eyes are different sized, but those are pretty minor gripes. 9 Wumpas out of 10. Coco is so-so. I've honestly never been a big fan of hers. There's something always kind of off about her to me, and I think I finally figured it out. It's that damn laptop. It's such an awkward part of her outfit that makes her look really stiff and holds her back from more dynamic poses. I get that she's a girl who codes, and I'm all for it, but does she need to carry around a literal laptop everywhere she goes? Does she not have a phone or a smartwatch? Everything else is pretty solid though. Her hair has that really satisfying curve to it, and I like the extra details they added, like her goggles and that little heart patch on her pants. She just has more personality on display than in most games. 7 out of 10 Wumpas. Ditch the laptop and we'll talk. A lot of the skins have pun names that are pretty hit or miss. This one I'm okay with though. It's Crash in a chicken suit. What more do you want? The easier it is to identify a skin, the more points it gets in my book. Still, this is pretty much just a joke skin, so I wouldn't actually use it that much. The zipper's a cute touch though. 6 out of 10 Wumpas. Big horn energy. That's not going to age horribly. As for the costume itself, it feels too trendy. Like it kind of just looks like a Halloween costume you'd see at Target for kids, like a Fortnite reference or something. She still has her utility belt, so it just looks like she's in novelty pajamas instead of a full-on costume. 5 out of 10 Wumpas. I'm torn on this one. It looks decent enough on the surface, but the reference is a little too specific to me. Does anyone care about Engine's band that hasn't appeared in any game before this one? I would have liked this one better if it focused on this grungy rocker look and saved an Engine reference for a different costume. It's still okay though. 5 out of 10. I have to give the slight edge to Coco here. The denim jacket t-shirt combo is a nice look on her, and the hair is doing a better job looking like a flame, so it's on theme. And the studded belt is also a very nice addition to the ensemble. Maybe they could have made her shoes a different color to her pants and gotten rid of the markings around her nose, but it's not bad. 6 out of 10. Someone's trying way too hard here. I mean, what is this even supposed to be? Is this the fashion of the future? Shutter glasses? He looks like a space trucker going through a midlife crisis. I like the fur color change, but you can't really see much of it underneath everything else going on. The weird Power Glove knockoff is probably the best thing about this outfit. 4 out of 10, I guess. This one's a lot more palatable. You can actually see her face for starters. All the neon accents actually stand out without being overbearing. The hair highlights are really nice looking, and I love that her earring is just an 80s geometric triangle. That's a really nice touch. The only thing throwing me off is her face looks slightly Dia de los Muertos-esque, which kind of muddles the theme some, but this is a solid one. 6 out of 10. Alright, the name is definitely a low-hanging fruit, but everything else here is X marks the spot on, baby. It's hard to mess up pirates, especially with a captain's outfit like this one. Yeah, there's really not much else to say here. 8 out of 10. Coco is a little less interesting since she looks more like a minion, but this is still a great look. I'm not the biggest fan of the purple though. I wonder what a sky blue or an olive green would have looked like instead. Not much else to complain about though. The sash and vest look great. 7 out of 10. If it weren't for the paint splatters, this one would be, pretty underwhelming. It just kind of looks like, I don't know, Shakespeare in the Park or something. The paint does add some much needed color though. The mustache goatee combo and feather are also good additions, but still, this one's kind of meh. 5 out of 10. This is definitely one of Coco's best looks. The hair looks amazing. It has so much personality with the curls and the bow with the paintbrushes. I'm really into this retro 50s vibe she's got going on with the hair and the striped shirt. She actually has a decent color scheme going on without the paint splatter, but it's just the icing on the cake. I would have loved if they played up her laptop to look like a paint palette or something more on theme, but everything else here is just great. 8 out of 10. Whew. Oh boy, what am I looking at here? Scorpion fused with Chester Cheetah, apparently. This is just such an awkward costume to me. If you wanted to dress Crash up like a tiger, just dress him up as a tiger. Why is there this extra layer with a ninja outfit? The face mask especially looks awful. I'm not sure if this was supposed to be more of a joke costume, but either way it fails. 2 out of 10. Unfortunately, Coco doesn't fare much better. What is going on with her ponytail? She's wearing a tiger print hat that she also has to stuff her hair into. I'll toss her a few extra points because I like how it fits on her better and I like the little potion on her belt. But, 3 out of 10. This kind of has the same problem as the last one for me. Why couldn't the papercraft outfit have been its own thing? Why did it have to be matched with the samurai outfit? You can barely even notice the effect. This really is a case of less is more. I can't say it looks bad, it's just really bland. Even if it were just a samurai outfit, I wouldn't find this one very interesting. 4 out of 10. The idea is working much better here. You can actually tell she's supposed to be made of paper. Still, I might have liked this outfit better on its own. The colors are nice and her hair looks really good tied up like this. Unfortunately, the laptop is sticking out like a sore thumb. Literally, it's clipping through her bow. 5 out of 10. It's Crash in a clown costume. Like, does anyone want this? This is another one that's just kind of bland. Can't really see much of Crash underneath it. I guess the hair's kind of fun. 4 out of 10. Coco's is somehow even less interesting. I don't like the shape her hair makes in combination with the mask. There's just not a lot of appeal here. 3 out of 10. This one's pretty simple, but I like it. Unlike the other more standard outfits like the samurai or artist, there's a slight relevance to Crash here. Dressing up fancy like this is contradictory to Crash's insane personality, so it's fun seeing him in this sort of context. And honestly, what video game character wouldn't look good in this getup? 7 out of 10. Zooey Mama, talk about a look! Another one of Coco's best. Everything about this outfit is great, except the laptop stands out horribly. I don't understand why the artists went through the trouble of designing all these extra looks for Coco, and nobody thought about how they'd look with the laptop. Setting that aside, I love how they decided to give Coco such a distinct attitude with this one. Again, it really contrasts with her usual happy-go-lucky personality. 8 out of 10. This one gets a cold reception from me. It's fine, I guess. If the goal was to dress Crash up in a winter outfit, then it succeeds. But if it was worn anywhere outside of a snow level, it would just look dumb or pointless. If you wanted to do a winter costume, why not something like the Abominable Snow Crash or Banda Claus? I guess the colors are nice though. 4 out of 10. Again, not much to say here. It's just Coco, dressed up like a snowboarder, still carrying around that damn laptop. Another 4 out of 10. It's unfortunate, but this one just feels half-baked to me. The idea is fun. Similar to pirates, how can you mess up superheroes? This is how, apparently. He looks more like an amateur wrestler than a superhero? Maybe they could have thrown on a little cape or tacked on a muscle suit. And also, why is the symbol on his chest not just a Wumpa fruit or a tornado or something you actually identify with Crash? 4 out of 10. Coco's got a lot more going on here. I really like the motorcycle stunt racer angle and her hair's awesome. If I had to fault it, it's almost too simple, which is funny since most of Coco's outfits have too much detail. But an extra element or two here, like some kind of sash or tassels on her arms, could have really made this more interesting in my opinion. 6 out of 10. Flawless execution. It's Crash as a dinosaur and it's awesome. Even though he's a completely different species, you can still tell it's him underneath. Everything looks great here. The color, the spots, the spice. Just 9 out of 10. What happened? You had the blueprint right there. All you had to do was make her a pterodactyl or something. What type of dinosaur is she even supposed to be here? Why does she have hair? Why is her caveman outfit so much more pronounced? Totally botched job here. 3 out of 10. When I first saw the skin, you could say it blew me away. The idea is just a ton of fun and exactly what an unlockable costume should be. The texture and shading looks so good, and I love the detail of the balloon end sticking out. Also, I think this is the only skin with a unique death animation, so you get the whole package with this one. 8 out of 10. Once again, Coco fumbles a pass. I think it's her 1,000-yard stare that's freaking me out a little, and why are her colors all off? It's still a fun idea though. 6 out of 10. I'm really not sure what this one was going for. Is it a reference to Geometry Wars? Is he a robot? Is he a space explorer? I'm not sure, since both of those have their own costumes already. I really don't have much else to say here. The geometric designs on his helmet visor are just there. 4 out of 10. This one's a little better. The colors are more interesting and the shape of her helmet helps it stand out a little more. Bonus points for kind of looking like Tom from Toonami. Still underwhelming though. 5 out of 10. This is turning into quite a chunker of a video, so we'll cover the second half of the skins next time. Which Bandicoot will come out on top for owning the runway? What will end up being my favorite skin in the game? Find out in part 2. In the meantime, comment below to let me know what your favorites are and what you thought of Crash 4 as a game in general. Until next time,